In this defensive gun use video, you're going to see a perfect example of when you should wait to draw your gun in a life or death situation. In today's defensive gun use video, we're going to see a perfect example of when you should wait to draw your gun if you find yourself having to defend yourself or your loved ones. My name is Caleb Lee. If you don't know me yet, I am the #1 best-selling author of Conceal Carry 101. I'm also the founder of Patriot Training Center, where we teach live gun training courses to people just like you, teaching you how to defend yourself with a pistol, rifle, or shotgun. So let's get into today's video. This comes to us from the great city of Memphis, where we get plenty of these defensive gun uses because there is a pretty high crime rate. So this was at a gas station, is what the description said, and we're going to see the good guy come out of the store here, and then we got some bad guys up here that we get to see what they do. I don't think there's any audio here, but this guy's gentleman is going out to his car. We see the bad guys come up with what looks like some type of AK pistol or something, and that is excellent video footage there of what happened. We see the bad guy decide that he's going to go find somebody else to rob. I think we got an extra angle here. So this is a different angle from the different security camera here. And the good guy runs off, kind of firing over his shoulder there. Bad guy runs away. So pretty interesting situation that we have here. Let's talk about it a little bit. So once again, this is Memphis. So pretty rough area there. This type of stuff happens a lot, to my understanding. And first thing I want to talk about, we can kind of see a little different on the other camera footage there, but it seems like the passenger to the car was kind of like the lookout, like the guy, setting up the ambush, kind of looking out, while the guy with the gun was hiding inside the car in the driver's seat. So not sure if when the good guy parked his car, if he could have scoped that out on the way in, but that's what happened, and that's how they kind of set it up. So that's kind of something interesting to note. He's going to his car here. Probably notices those guys, and then he sees the guy with the gun, I think. The guy's got a big gun. It's an AK pistol, it looks like, and he's holding it in his right hand when he starts. And then if you watch, the bad guy moves the gun over to his left hand and tells him to run his pockets, reaches his pocket like he's going to get his wallet, and instead he comes out with a gun, sticks in his face, and takes a shot. All right, and that's something that we see at very close contact distances. Like, people kind of want to like punch the gun at somebody like that, and it looks like it missed the bad guy, because if that was a face shot, to the ocular window in the proper spot, then he'd drop probably like a bag of rocks or something, but he ran away instead. But either way, it caused the bad guy to stop doing what he was doing and run away. So good on the good guy. So that's awesome. Nothing I ever say here is any way to like discourage or like talk bad about the people that defend themselves. It's like excellent that people are defending themselves, but it's like, what can we learn from these situations? So this was a really good outcome, in that the guy didn't get killed or anything like that, and he got away. And the bad guy here dropped something, look for it, and then he's running away, and he becomes the passenger, and to get away. So if we look at it from that other angle, you can more clearly see this guy's kind of the lookout, like setting up the ambush, letting his buddy know, okay, this guy's coming out. I guess maybe because of the nice car, maybe they saw him going in. We don't really know what happened before this, but then that tells this guy to come out, and you see the gun is in his right hand. So let's talk about that. This is a perfect example of when you should like not immediately draw the gun, and this guy did an excellent job. The defender here, the good guy, excellent job of waiting for the right opportunity to draw that gun and surprise this individual. And the guy, as I said, he has a gun in his right hand. And then as he gets closer, he shifts it over to his other hand. So obviously he doesn't have his hand on the grip, doesn't have his finger on the trigger. So he can't really take that shot. So this is actually the perfect time for this good guy to pull the gun out like he did. And, he kind of turns away a little bit, but he's reaching in his pocket. So it looks like he's going for his wallet, which is exactly what this guy wants. So that's what he's expecting. This is probably a criminal that's done this multiple times before. And normally when he points a gun at somebody, he's expecting the person to comply. And he's going in his pocket doing exactly what he's expected multiple times before. And then when he comes out of his pocket, it's not his wallet. Boom! It's somebody shooting him in the face. And so then he tries firing back. And I don't know if this guy got hit, but it doesn't really look like it. And he shoots over his shoulder. He's running away. Not a great idea. I wouldn't advise that. But I'm sure he's pretty amped up right now. and he keeps running, putting distance between him and the threat. So perfect job on the defender there. Perfect job waiting for the right opportunity. I'm not sure if he just was already going for it, and then it kind of he didn't notice that the guy switched the gun into the other hand. But that was an excellent opportunity, an excellent like time to be doing that. Acting like he was complying, and he backed up and he made space, and he kind of turned his body a little bit to kind of shield that draw. That's an excellent opportunity there. So way to go for this guy. This was an excellent example of sometimes when you should wait to draw the gun because you don't want to be like drag racing to the gun. Reaction is always slower than action, right? So if somebody sticks a gun in your face, you have to be like super speed demon. You're just not gonna if the guy's got the finger on the trigger, it's gonna take him like less than a second to pull the trigger, and you got to get the gun out and get into the fight a lot quicker than that. So that's probably not going to happen. So waiting for the opportunity to draw the gun could be a very important thing to do if you're ever facing a situation like this, especially this distance. This guy closed up on it very quickly. It went from conversational distance to contact distance, and he waited for the right opportunity to do it. So bravo, that worked out really well for him. So think about that. Think about that when you're kind of envisioning and wargaming these scenarios. Like when would be the proper time to do it? Generally, if someone's bad guys, I like to look around to see if there's any witnesses. Like anytime that he's taking his eyes off of you would be a good time. Or if you see the gun shift hands because maybe he has to use his dominant hand to grab your pockets or your wallet, whatever it is, that would also be an excellent time. So this is like a pretty bad scenario, like contact distance. Like there's not a lot of time to get something done right here. But the fact that he shifted that gun into that other hand and you saw his like gaze and he was bending over to reach for the guy's pockets and everything like that was just made it a perfect time to employ that scenario. And he happened to be carrying it in his pocket too, which kind of added to the illusion that he was going for his wallet. So that may have bought him a couple seconds. I don't think pocket carry is a great way to carry. Obviously, any gun is better than no gun. So if you have to do that, if that's the way that you're going to comfortably and consistently and always carry a gun, you should do that. But you could still draw from appendix here or draw from strong side, obviously, and it could look like you're going for your wallet. So think about that. Think about that, and then think about the skills that you have if you could survive an encounter where somebody's right up on top of you with a gun like this at contact distance, not giving you any time or any space to react and get your gun in the fight and defend yourself. So, if you are concerned about your skills, or you're not sure if you have the skills to get something done like this, then definitely check out the 3 second minimum drill standard down in the description below. That will give you a good baseline to kind of test yourself against and allow you to improve your skills. And then we also have our dry fire program, which is down in the description below, completely free, 30 days of dry fire that you can do at home and really build your skills with your pistol so that you can count on them if you ever face yourself in a situation like this. So let me know your thoughts about that. Put them in the comments. And I thought it was pretty interesting. And sometimes you should wait to draw your gun.